We have a 2016 Hyundai Sonata hybrid, and we're getting the check hybrid system error message, and the car's in limp mode. It would not move or moves very slowly. So right now we are running a diagnostic test on it to check the DTC. It's almost done, so we can see what codes are in the system. So these are the codes in the computer at the moment, in the engine computer, as you can see. But a lot of these, actually almost all of these, are in the history state. So once we save the report, we're gonna try to clear them. You can see right there. So there's the battery system. They're also showing as history, so let me see which ones are the current. Alright, so everything else is normal. Alright, let's see, look at the current codes. Current, present, okay, what is it? That's the ESC. I'll have to double check if that could cause this issue. So we went and saved the report. Before I clear the code, I want to go ahead and start the vehicle. Let's see. Okay, so it started up, and there's the check hybrid system. Turn off engine warning. Let's see if we can move the vehicle. I mean, it does move a little bit. Slowly it does move, so let's go try to go forward. Oh, it cut off. Okay. See if we can start again. Well, okay, let's see if we can move forward a little. Alright, no, so it does not want to move forward at all. Let's try over here. Alright, there we go. Put it in D. Keeps cutting off. Anyway, we'll just leave it here and research the codes now to see if we can figure out what could be the problem on this. Let's see. We'll go ahead and clear the codes and see if that makes any difference as far as the error messages. So let's clear DTC. Yes. Okay. Okay, once it clears, we'll just go ahead and start up the car and see if we can move it without getting any errors. Alright, so everything has been cleared. Everything is green. Let's go ahead and we'll cut it off. And then start it back up. Okay, key not detected. I guess the battery is low on the remote. Alright, there we go. Let's see if we get a check hybrid system warning or not. So I'm going to put it in reverse. Alright, so far so good. We are pretty close to the other car here. But it is moving good. No errors so far. Try to move it forward. Okay, that's strange. Just a minute ago, we couldn't even move it. Just by clearing the codes, it's letting me move the car, drive it. Let me see if I can put a tag on it and take it on the road. I don't want to go too far in case it's starting having problems. But so far, no error messages. Alright, so we're on the road driving, car's running good, but I seriously doubt clearing the codes will just fix whatever problem it was having. I mean, is driving as good as it should be. Research the code to see, because I'm pretty sure the codes will come back. Whatever event triggers the code causes it to go in limp mode and the error message to start coming back up. We're back at the shop. Let's run another scan just to see if anything has shown up again. So we're gonna rescan it. So far everything looks green. No codes so far. Okay, so there are no codes showing up at all. So let's see. Yeah, everything is wrong. That's strange. So I did some research on the codes we were getting, and I just wanted to kind of go over. Hopefully it can help somebody out there. So if you remember, these were the codes we were getting, and the one we were going to check into was this present code, the one with the present status, C22908. So that was the code we were going to check on. The rest were history, and we already cleared them. So the research I did kind of shows this. So so this is the actuator failure, looks like. The cause for this could be, well, according to this document, it says it could be the ECU, or it could be the IBAU, which is, I think, integrated brake actuator unit, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the one. It tells you the location of each one. This is the IBAU, and the ICU is right next to it, very close to the unit. And there's the ECU, and IBAU is number 1 here. So it tells you what the IBAU does right here. You can read it. Let's go a little further down. So this is the troubleshooting section. It basically is saying to go and clear the code and see if it comes right back, or if it does not come right back, as you can see right here. Once you clear the code, if it comes right back, follow these instructions. But for us, it did not come back. So the fault is intermittent, caused by faulty IBAU, or it could be faulty PCM. So they want us to go to the verification of the vehicle repair procedure. All right, let's go further down. Okay, here they give you some more information about that message. Let's see. If you want to dig deeper in it, there's more information. I didn't have a chance to do a whole lot of research on this, but I just want to show you what I found so far. Okay, and then right here is the, let's see, what is this? Verification of repair. That's the one, the first one was talking about. So it wants us to again clear the codes, and if there are no DTC presence, go to applicable troubleshooting procedure. And we also down here have the wiring diagram as well, if you wanted to dig deeper. Let's see where, oh, here's the wiring diagram for, this is for the ECU. And then this is for the engine control system. This is additional diagram here. Like I said, I'm still working on it. The car is driving pretty good so far. I'm going to drive it more, see if the codes come back, and then focus on those codes. That's pretty much the correct way to troubleshoot this, is to keep driving it until codes come back and then focus on those codes. I will let you know if I find anything else on it. It's been about a couple of days that I've been driving the vehicle, and I've already put over probably around 60 miles. And so far the car has been driving pretty good. No problems. As you can see, still driving good. I did not have to clear the codes again, and no codes appeared. The warning did not appear. So I'm not sure, to be honest with you, what the problem was, what fixed it. I still don't think it's just as simple as clearing the codes. But we will continue to see how it drives. If anything comes up, I will post an update. So make sure to subscribe to the channel to get any updates on this.